Goodlatte wipes the smug smile off of Strzock'S face with this blistering opening statement by Amy Moreno for TruthFeedNews.com. Representative Goodlatte took a rag and wiped the smug right off of anti-FBI agent Peter Strzock'S face with a blistering opening statement that is already going viral. Let's take a quick listen. Representative Goodlatte, imagine if you were under investigation and the investigator hated you, disparaged you in all manner of ways, and fraternized with another employee working on your case, who also hated you, denigrated your supporters. Yeah, very good question there. I got a hats off to that question. That's a good question.
Of FBI and DOJ action surrounding the 2016 election. Before we begin, without objection, the MOU that Mr. Gowdy and I entered into will govern these proceedings. The chair recognizes the gentleman from New York, the ranking member of the Judiciary Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I want to express my appreciation to the staff for preparing all sorts of parliamentary objections, which we will not use. But I appreciate the chairman consulting with us on the MOU, and pursuant to our conversation, I do not object.
Chair thanks the gentleman. The chair recognizes himself for the purpose of an opening statement. I wish this hearing were not necessary. Many children grow up wanting to become FBI agents, to catch bad guys and protect the American people. I have little doubt that our witness today has done that very thing during his many years serving as an FBI special agent. A special agent's mission is a vitally important business to which we dedicate some of our best and brightest. However, this is precisely why our joint investigation is such an anomaly. We want the FBI and the Department of Justice to be off the front pages and to return to doing what they are best at, battling crime, terrorism, and espionage, and protecting all of us from harm. We don't want to read text message after text message dripping with bias against one of the two presidential candidates. We don't enjoy finding compelling evidence that the FBI director had predetermined the outcome of the case months in advance. But that is, thus far, what we have found. And these are only small pieces of the larger puzzle. The more information we acquire, the more interviews we conduct, and the more sources we contact, the more we learn. It has unfortunately taken a great deal of effort to get our executive branch agencies to cooperate with our legitimate congressional oversight. But we have made substantial progress, and it is a credit to our investigative task force members and staff. For all those in this room who continue to disparage our investigation as mere conspiracy theory, and for all those who have chosen to ignore serious irregularities and potential crimes that we have uncovered, I say this: imagine if you were under investigation and the investigator hated you, disparaged you in all manner of ways, and fraternized with another employee working on your case who also hated you, denigrated your supporters, and made crucial investigative decisions on how your case should be treated and eventually adjudicated. Would anyone sitting here today believe that this was an acceptable state of affairs, particularly at an agency whose motto is fidelity, bravery, and integrity? I think not. To my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, please replace President Trump's name with your own name in a small sample of things Mr. Strzock has said. Envision how you would feel if you found out that the chief agent investigating you as a member of Congress was making these statements: F Trump, Trump is a disaster, just went to a Southern Virginia Walmart, I could smell the Trump support. Or perhaps most alarmingly and revealingly, we'll stop it, referring directly to Mr. Trump's candidacy for president. In fact, for those who think we are wasting time in this committee, suppose all of this had been said about candidate Obama before he was elected, or even more topical about Hillary Clinton while she was running in the same election. Would we be where we are today? The only honest answer is an absolute affirmative yes. Of course we would be here, because every single Democrat would be protesting bias and discrimination against their preferred candidates by an out-of-control FBI and DOJ. So please stop saying this doesn't matter and is only the product of conspiracy theory. Instead, the American people hope you will understand that this investigation goes to the very heart of our system of justice, one that is supposed to be fair and treat everyone equally under the law. Mr. Strzok and others inside the FBI and DOJ turned our system of justice on its head, and that's why we're here and why this matters. Yesterday, Chairman Gowdy and I received a letter from my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, raising numerous objections about the nature of our investigation. These claims are largely spurious, and I have responded publicly to them before. However, these claims are also revealing. The final line of that letter states that our Democratic colleagues will, quote, undertake efforts to protect their rights, end quote. I implore my friends not to continue their efforts to undermine this investigation. And as for their rights, I submit that the rights that should concern us are the rights of the American people, namely to know the facts, to trust that their law enforcement agencies are operating fairly and justly, and to feel secure in the knowledge that no one is above the law.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I liked what Goodlatte said here. Makes a lot of sense, but I saw Strzock continuously have a slight smile on his face. He did not look like he was fazed in the least about what was taking place here. It's as if they know something is going on that we don't know about. That's what's kind of eerie to me, you know? Because somebody else put in that same position, they would listen to what Goodlatte was saying, and he made very excellent points there when he was speaking to him. What if it was your name? And about all the good things in life and what people want in a justice system. And it's like these people somehow are not in tune with what is right and what is wrong. It's like they're oblivious to what is right and what is wrong. If you watch his face, you can see it. It's not registering. Those words like that mean something to us do not register to him if you watch his face. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.